This clip was made with AI using reference images and videos of Phantom Fire. I've seen a lot of comments if my monster videos are made with AI, but most, if not all, of my VFX short films are using a full VFX workflow. So today I wanted to actually test and see if I could create a short cinematic monster sequence using CapCut's new Seedance 2.5 AI video generator. The challenge is simple. Can AI keep my character consistent, create believable camera movement, and make multiple shots feel like they belong in the same scene? Well, there's only one way to find out. So to start this project off, the first thing I needed was clear visual references of Phantom Fire. I decided to render several different images showing his body from different angles, footage of the original character, and environmental references for the forest. Seedance 2.5 also supports up to 50 plus reference materials, so for more complicated projects like this, creators can provide a much larger collection of characters, environments, motion, and visual references to help guide a generation. And in this case, that's exactly what I did here, using the most reference images and videos to give the AI the best chance to come up with the most accurate looking Phantom Fire. But another feature that became especially useful for this project was CapCut's custom skill creation. Skills are basically instruction manuals of what the AI will follow based on the rules that you gave it. Because one of my biggest concerns was keeping Phantom Fire consistent, I created my own custom skill called Phantom Fire Director and put all of the rules of how Phantom Fire should look like from now on, instead of having to rewrite those rules every single new video generation, preventing the AI from losing consistency when making a new generation. Another useful part of the workflow is that I don't necessarily have to completely start over every time I get something close. Seedance 2.5 can also work with already generated video clips. So once I already had a generation that looked close to what I wanted, I could try refining that existing result. For example, I experimented with making the forest more atmospheric, adding smoke and haze, improving the ground feeling of the creature, and making the camera movement feel less perfectly smooth and more like real footage. That gives me another option besides simply generating an entirely new shot every time something small needs to change. Once I had several shots I liked, I could bring them together inside CapCut Web and start bringing the clips together like how I usually do in my VFX workflow. Instead of looking at each AI generation as an isolated clip, I can organize the strongest shots, adjust the pacing, and build them into one short cinematic Phantom Fire sequence. And after all of that testing, prompt changes, reference images, custom skill creation, and refinements, this is the final result. So here is the final Phantom Fire monster clip created using CapCut Web and Seedance 2.5. So after testing all of this, where do I think something like Seedance 2.5 fits into filmmaking? I would still use my normal VFX workflow when I'm building a large, complex monster battle scene. But with quickly experimenting with creature ideas such as the way the new creature should move, the way it should look, the way it can behave, testing camera shots, creating concept clips, using multiple visual references, and refining generated footage, tools like Seedance 2.5 gives creators another way to explore an idea before committing to a larger production. For example, I can use Seedance 2.5 as a really helpful visual storyboard of how a battle should play out in an actual video. If you guys want to try CapCut Web and Seedance 2.5 yourself, I'll have the link in the description and pinned comment below. Alright guys, that'll do it for today's video. Let me know if you guys want to see more AI workflow or behind the scenes content like this in the future, and what kind of monster concept you think I should test next. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, happy days.